JJ, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Do you think that we could retest the lows? The market's been pretty strong the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it would take a heck of a news event, I think, for us to actually retest the lows. Brian, obviously, Mr. Gundlach's a very smart man. But all that said, I really feel it's with some states going back to work right now. It seems to me that in the shorter term at least, we're going to get a little bit of momentum or maintain momentum. I do think the one risk, Brian, that I see is as we get to the end of May, early June, if we have this disjointed back to work between a lot of states, and some states still say they're not going, that's the time that I do think we are most vulnerable to go down and test the lows again, because that's when people are going to be a little bit upset in the states that aren't going back to work, and it's going to take a while for us to start rolling back as an economy overall.
Yeah, it's like I own a factory in this state which is open, but I get my stuff from that state which is not, so I can't get my stuff, so I'm not really reopened. JJ, listen, yesterday, the 5 big FANG stocks, right, the ones that everybody loves, they actually fell, all 5 of them, for the first time on an up day in months. Does that concern you at all?
No, you know why, Brian? Because what was the sector that did so well yesterday? Financials. And to me, I think technology is still going to hang in there. It'll go up and down. But if we can get the financial sector rolling, that is exactly what you need. The second largest sector in the S&P 500 at the center of everything that's going on. Now, rates, of course, are going to keep them down. But here's a sector that takes, they're like a great boxer that takes body blow after body blow after body blow. They're still standing. Had a good day yesterday. That actually yesterday, I thought, was a really bullish type of day for exactly the reason you're talking about. All the stocks that everybody expects to lead us had a little bit of a, not great day. I won't say a terrible day, but not a great day. But financials came to play, and they led the way, and I thought that was incredibly encouraging.
Help us get smarter and answer a question everybody seems to want to know, JJ. Okay, there's 25 million plus people unemployed. The economy and many parts of it are in shambles, but 150 of the S&P 500 are higher from this time last year. The market is actually, in a year's time, not down very much. How is that possible?
That is amazing. And you know what, Brian? With all that said, yesterday, I think the biggest surprise besides financials was the fact that, with oil getting smashed, the energy stocks, many of them did pretty well also. Yeah. So, again, I think it's a couple of things going on right now. Number one, as we just alluded to, rates. People are looking for return. Yeah. Stocks that pay dividends, people are still going to be attracted to. And at the end of the day, many well-capitalized, particularly stocks, are still the best game in town. There's no real other great choices for people to go with their investments, particularly as we start to age as a population.
JJ Kinahan, TD